Come along.
Hey there, and welcome back to more Diablo 3, and let's continue with the story. So let's go and get rid of the Skeleton King. So Leoric must die and needs to be eradicated from this world. So let's just go and find him. I think it will be a fairly long deep dive through the crypts, if I'm not mistaken. And if I remember correctly, he's gonna be like in the 5th level. Or something like that. Okay, should be fine now. Die, boys.
Not accept this. It's not my time to die.
Not so funny now, huh? Got him. Lots of skeletons. Maybe it's the skeleton voices.
Need more arcane power.
Oh, do I? Get some leather gloves. Should be fine now, hopefully.
Your grave awaits.
Your grave awaits. Oh, it's still really loud. Maybe that will make it better. Where did you climb from, huh? Let's go. Level 3. There are definitely books that I'm missing, but at the same time, if I'll go and look for each book, that's gonna take a long time.
I am free. Now, back to my mission.
Who are you?
You will know soon enough. Help me find my gear. I will reward you well. Tell me, what brought you to this infernal place?
I have unfinished business with the Skeleton King.
As do I. The cultists dragged me past this glowing pit. What made it?
That's what I'm here to find.
Down this way. There are my... He's free!
Pick up your stuff,
I am
warrior.
Cormac, warrior of the Templar Order. If it is the Skeleton King you seek, then you will have to fight your way past John Dar. There is no reason we should hunt alone.
I suppose not. A strong spirit at my side could prove helpful.
Nice. John Dar must die. Yeah, that's not the way to John Dar, though. I think it is this way. Or is it, though? Yeah, it is. I didn't get new spells? Now what? What did I do? Got him. A bit more.
Magic bars our way, but the will of a Templar is stronger.
The will of the Templar.
You were a Templar, John Dar. How could you succumb to this coven?
The Coven is my brotherhood now, Cormac. The powers we serve will soon rule this world!
Well, they don't.
Please forgive me. My vision was clouded by the Coven's evil magic.
Betrayal can never be forgiven.
Got him.
Thank you for your aid. I will go with you on your hunt for the Skeleton King. But there is one condition. If we find the sacred tomes of my order, they are mine.
That is agreeable, though I wouldn't mind taking a look at them.
Then onwards we go. to fight the Skeleton King.
Okay.
It is good to fight
Yeah,
with
he
you
can stay
again.
with us.
A useful skill.
They do have like additional dialogues and all of that. That is pretty cool. Yeah, the followers were pretty interesting in Diablo. Not only that, you can actually give him items too.
This will aid me.
There were less items back in the day. Now there's like more items that you can actually give them, but
I will use this.
earlier on you could have given them like rings, I think, amulets, and weapons, and that was basically it. Nothing
Good
else.
choice.
And it got changed, but quite a lot.
Ah, good.
You dare attack me?
You fiends. Oh yeah, that spell is actually nice.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Sort I'm just blasting through. Plain enemies explode and chill nearby enemies. Oh, okay, I can try that one. Zap. Ooh, we're just getting through. Also, they changed a lot of spells from Diablo 3 once it came out. And they added a lot more new features in the Reaper of Souls. Yeah, because the spells were and skills were just so much more different back then. They did change a lot of things.
How does that feel?
Yeah, this level 4 is one of the bigger ones, and it's definitely harder to find the way to level 5.
Your defenses are nothing.
That's a pretty good spell. I don't think that's the way, but maybe it is. I think that's a dead end. That's gonna be a dead end.
It was Lazarus. Of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear and whispered dark and evil magics into it, instilling the notion of an imminent attack by Westmarch. Afraid to speak against the Archbishop, the councillors nodded their empty heads in agreement and sent us off to die.
Oh, we got some speed. Nice.
I am stronger still.
I'll be
Nice.
telling stories about that for a while.
Versus damage. You deal further additional damage to further enemies. We're taking that one. I know what that is. Well, there's a book too. But, yeah, that one.
When we
better.
returned from our horrific defeat in Westmarch, my beloved king lost all pretense of sanity. He seethed with rage, spitting curses upon us as traitors. With great sorrow, I ran him through.
And the Skeleton King died.
What mischief is this?
Well, it got stopped, but if you don't stop that, They just summon a lot of skeletons. That's basically it.
I don't have enough arcane power.
Damn, everything's just dying. So far, Diablo 1 is the hardest one out of all of these. I like the pacing that you can actually go through the game a lot faster if you just don't stop and you just keep going.
Keep your distance.
We can watch this.
This burden is mine to bear. May death bring peace from your madness, Leoric.
Traitors! Even in death, the armies of Condorus will still obey their king, even if you will not.
And he died. Just like that.
You dare to bring the warmth of life into my tomb?
We shall put you down, Hellspawn!
I think there is an achievement where you need to like break all the pillars in one single swoop. We don't have time for that. We just go for the Skeleton King and we gonna get his ass. Open up the doors. Open sesame.
You will never defeat me!
We shall see about that, Skeleton.
You were defeated the moment you surrendered to madness.
True. Brother. Oh yeah, he spawned like a few of these. I kept playing like the adventure mode so much that I forgot how the main game goes. The main story. But it's a little bit slower, more cinematic-y, and more involved with the cutscenes. Wake up, boy! You got your kingdom to rule!
Need more arcane power.
Ooh, son, too bad. Another crown. We will equip everything that actually gives me damage. Okay, you'll need better gloves. Let's see what the crown actually gives us. Better. That one will be better for him.
Just the thing.
Just the thing.
Finally, the crater.
Now, what might that be? In the center of the crater. Stranger.
It was you that fell from the sky? I don't believe that you are the source of the evil in this place.
I am. I remember falling.
Then who are you? Why are you here?
I am not your enemy. I think. Yes, I believe I have come with a warning. The darkness. The darkness is coming. I must. I don't remember.
I should bring you back to town. Cain will know what to do with you.
Oh. Stranger. There we go, with the waypoints up. Why is he moving so slowly? You were lying there for hours, did? Shouldn't be tired. I think that's the... yeah, initiates the cutscene.
I have traveled far. only to find that the fallen star was a man. Who is he? Why has he come? He recalls nothing. But Cain may have the answers.
We shall see. Let's see if there's any new book. I don't think so. Probably will appear once we get the other quest. Or at least we talk to Deckard Cain about it. Most likely we need to talk to Deckard Cain.
This is what fell out of the sky.
No man could survive such a thing. Who are you? What are you?
A warrior, I think. I came bearing grave news, but I cannot remember.
Your message might be all that can save us from impending doom.
I think now we will have to go and find like other parts of the crush or something like it.
I can hardly believe it, but the falling star is a man. When Uncle Deckard realized this, he was crushed. I know he was hoping for something more miraculous.
How does one become a Templar anyway? Were you born to the Order?
No. Our scripture says, as a farmer reaps his wheat, so must the Order harvest and purify the weeds.
That seems a little unfair. You are not a weed.
You speak out of kindness, but you do not understand. When they took me, they saved my life and my immortal soul.
Immortal soul, he says.
Tell me everything you remember, stranger. Every detail.
Falling. Fire. A sword of great power. It was part of me. But it shattered into 3 pieces as I fell.
It is vital that we find those pieces. I believe the sword made whole will restore your memory.
The goatmen are rampaging through the fields. Could the sword have anything to do with that?
Of course, of course. Just as the dead rose around the stranger, the sword pieces drove the goatmen to madness.
The goatmen won't stand in my way. I'll get the sword.
The Horodrim were powerful mages gathered together by the Archangel Tyrael to defeat the 3 prime evils, Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal. They devoted themselves fully to the destruction of the demon lords and left behind valuable tomes and teachings.
How did you become the last of the Horodrim?
My ancestor was the leader of the Horodrim, Jared Cain. When the Horodrim died out, their tomes stayed in my family. I was thrilled by tales of the Horodrim as a little boy, but it wasn't until I returned to them as an adult that I realized they contained deeper truths. Tyrael is the angel of justice. He has been helping mankind for generations, though he is forbidden to do so in any direct manner. Long ago, the high heavens and the burning hells made a pact as a result of the Sin War that they would not interfere in our world.
But the demons have obviously broken this pact. Why can Tyrael not involve himself directly?
The Angiris Council, the archangels that lead heaven, almost destroyed our world once to keep the demons from spreading their corruption upon it. If Tyrael were to act directly, it would alert the Council to the demons' activities here and imperil us all.
Can you remember anything else?
Only that there were surges of light and a kind of pain.
How do you fare now?
The emptiness gnaws at me. It is a constant frustration.
Calm yourself. The sword should help you remember.
I know a new book. Forgot what level do you get actually the teleport? 22. Oh my god, that's so far away. 12 more levels, dude. Well, it's gonna be a lot sooner than that. Okay, let's go search for the pieces of the sword. Doesn't seem like there are more dialogue left. Cemetery? And from the cemetery you go up to the north. There's gonna be lots of fields now. Fields of misery.
If there's a sword here, we will find it.
Definitely will. Splatoon.
Some time ago, I revealed that the Khazra, or goatmen, were originally humans until the Viserai corrupted them. For many years, these creatures were simple and lethargic. These days have ended. Khazra attacks are widely reported, and the number of fatalities is higher than anything in my records.
Let's start clearing out the areas
Large,
quickly.
sluggish beasts can thrive in any grassland or forest, provided there is enough water. Farmers will recognize these brutes as the savage cousins of the common pack beast, a tame breed that was likely domesticated nearly 2,000 years ago. One can hardly imagine the trouble that effort must have taken.
Ooh, that travels way faster now. Where's the Khazra then, though?
I have heard the most ridiculous tales about travelers being ambushed by vicious...
What could have killed this beast?
Lots of buggers.
And here is the leader of the pack.
Those
Not-
scavengers trapped my poor wife and me down there for hours. I'm sure she'd love to meet you, and thank you for your help.
Excellent.
My love, this is the woman who saved our farm.
This is your wife? She appears unwell.
She has been ill of late, but my love will see her through.
Well, I'm certain her illness will not worsen.
Oh, she's nodded off. My wife can't help with the planting and harvesting. She's nothing but skin and bones.
Oh. Truly. Yeah, there's a lot of disturbing things along in this game. Got him.
That's a familiar glow. The piece of the sword I'm looking for must be in this.
It must be. Luckily enough, we actually...
A dark coven has formed in Tristram, and I fear that their superstitious violence may damn the whole region. I discovered very little during my eavesdropping, except that the word Magda was repeated several times in their chants. Oh well, now I journey to the safety of my home, where I may put these worries behind me.
Let's do it!
Hurry with the ritual.
The sword piece glows with the stranger's magic.
Who are you to take what is mine?
Yours? I believe you're mistaken.
Regardless, I have claimed it. I am Magda, and I lead this coven. The shard is mine.
To hell with you, witch!
Very well. Let the games begin.
Zap, zap, zap!
Well fought, but you will never possess the next piece. It has fallen where only the ancients may tread.
She is more devious than she appears.
But why would you reveal where the next shard is? It's so stupid. So stupid to reveal. Oh, but the next shard is somewhere. With a riddle, but you will never find it, because you'll never know where it is. Oh, really?
I need arcane power.
An incredible feat.
Truly.
I am returning to town.
Yeah, we do need to do that. I remember the books when you get those.
To write an epic poem on
An epic poem on the death of the Skeleton King. All I need to do is find out how he was killed. With a shoe.
We are not the only ones seeking the sword. I had to take the first piece from a witch named Magda and her crazed minions.
Uncle Deckard, you sound like those dark cultists you told me about.
Very good, Leah. You have been paying attention. Stranger, does any of this jar your memory?
I have no memory of this coven, but I sense a far darker shadow guiding its hand.
Yeah, well, we got new chest.
Magda's coven is a remnant of an ancient religion called the Triune that worshipped the primevals as gods.
But the prime evils died 20 years ago. Who does the coven worship now?
The last two evils, Asmodan and Belial, remain. And if either of them are behind this coven, then our troubles are only beginning.
This fragment seems very old and very powerful.
Indeed, it feels familiar to me, though the rest is still unclear.
Your sword would seem to mark you as a great champion.
If that is what I am, then my strength has gone with my memory.
Perhaps when the sword is complete, it will restore both.
And no new book. I think we will only get the new book once we talk to Leah. Oh no, actually you do get.
Uncle Deckard believes the key to unlocking the stranger's memory is reassembling his sword. I wish I could say this was another of Uncle's crazy theories, but I can't deny that these ominous events are starting to really scare me.
You told me that your order saved your soul by recruiting you. What are these sins that haunt you?
I cannot tell you.
No good comes from ignoring your past. You should seek knowledge, not hide from it.
You misunderstand me. We are literally unable to recall our pasts. The Inquisitors stripped my sins and the memory of them from me, leaving me pure.
Magda taunted me, claiming to know where the next piece is. She said it fell where only ancients may tread.
That makes me think of the drowned temple near the festering woods. I remember you telling me about it, Uncle.
Exactly, Leah. The temple was home to the Nephilim. Leah, your knowledge could be invaluable. You must go and help our friend retrieve the sword piece.
The Nephilim were ancient humans with fantastic powers. Legend holds that they waged a terrible battle near the temple, and that their ghosts still war with one another.
My grandfather used to tell me stories of ancient heroes who performed impossible feats. You remind me of those heroes. Of course, he also told me I looked like a quill fiend. He was a strange man.
With the dead squared away and
King Leoric dead. Let's see if she has a new book. I remember there being like 6 or 8 books in general here. We have like 5, and they continue throughout the acts. Okay, here's the misery. Well, I could have used the portal, I think.
They won't get us!
You got him.
You and I aren't so different. I have great power within me too. The only difference is, I have no control over mine.
That sounds troubling.
It's only happened a few times in my life, and only when I was in grave danger. Something rises up from deep within me and, well, I can't really explain it.
Need more arcane power.
Did you summon a Kamehameha wave?
After much searching, I have found a promising lead. A family near New Tristram has obtained a valuable relic, and poor fools that they are, they haven't the slightest idea what to do with it. I have some idea of what to do with their daughter, though. And through her, I'll get my prize.
Yeah, we can try that. There are like new spells I will have to try because there's so many opportunities right now. Most of the spells that I played last time are a whole lot different. Out of all the followers, this one was the best.
Kill my friend if we don't do something. Help me break these bonds and see for yourself.
What do they want with your friend?
She's just a farmer's daughter, Sasha, but she has a relic that the thieves are after.
He's deserted you. Just give it over.
My sweet love will save me. Release the girl. The relic belongs to her.
You actually believe what this scoundrel tells you? Fine, you fools. We'll kill the both of you.
Kill what? Say what again?
You won't get away from us this time.
Who you're talking to?
This isn't over. The rest of the Thieves Guild will find you.
Yeah, right, just dies.
Here's the relic, my love. I hid it like you asked. Father's grown suspicious of us, but that won't matter once we're married. It won't be long, right?
Of course, my dear. Soon we will settle down to a quiet life of tilling the fields and raising children. But first, I have to sell this relic. Alas, I must travel away with my friend here to do so.
You're coming with me?
Yes, yes! You look like you know a lot about markets. Now, lead the way!
He was the best follower.
Relic is a fake! Gods, I should have known! You seem like you could use a helping hand, and I sure as hell don't want to stay around here.
Please tell me that you're not considering this criminal's proposal.
Yeah, don't worry, he's a cool character.
What of your betrothed?
Betrothed? Do I look like the marrying kind to you? By the way, my name is Lyndon.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna go for Lyndon.
I knew you'd need my help.
I like Lyndon more. He's not the best for the mage, but dude, he's a cool character. Deals damage in the air and has stun enemies, range slows enemies, yeah,
That's my
stun.
choice too.
Critical cost, scoundrel to temporarily deal more damage. Chance of you and...
That will do very well.
I liked him a lot, he was such a cool one.
What the tomes say of Leoric and this temple is...
Where are you from?
Kingsport, the city by the sea. Home to the great merchant fleets and endless nets of reeking fish.
And your trade?
I am between jobs at the moment.
You've never done an honest day's work in your life, have you?
Nonsense. I am the most honest thief you will ever meet.
True.
You must be Leoric the Guardian. Uncle Deckard told me of your eternal watch over this cursed place. I thought it was a myth.
Are you Nephilim?
No. There have been no Nephilim for a millennium.
Yet another myth. You seek entrance to this temple, but only a Nephilim can enter. If you retrieve the keys from the outlying tombs and use them on the gates, we will see who and what you truly are. Follow me. I will raise the bridge that you may pass.
Go.
Seek 2 tombs in the woods beyond. The warrior's rest and the crypt of the ancients. Within them reside the keys to our sacred temple.
After you.
Yeah, out of all the followers, I like Lyndon the most. His skill set wasn't the best.
Don't
the best.
care for these woods. Must we slog through them?
But this dialogue was the most funny one.
Are these
Ghouls are stronger than most risen dead, but they gain their fortitude through horrific means.
Are these Leoric people? Leoric's people?
I wonder who killed these soldiers.
I think we'll find out soon.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
I don't have enough arcane power.
So get more. Get some!
Take the hill, brothers. Don't let these go.
skeleton
Our enemies are legion, but they will not take us without a fight. We must hold them here while the keys to the Holy Temple are hidden away from their leader, the fiend Nereza. Resolve must not falter, though we would surely die to the last man.
Okay, I should stop, like, taking more the items quick and opening the lore books. Because there's, like, a lot more that the characters are talking, and I just interrupt them. Because that last skeleton must have been one of the Leoric's people, but it didn't stop him from attacking. I believe we are fighting against both sides of an ancient battle.
Uncle Deckard called these flying creatures death with wings.
Okay.
This is amazing. It reminds me of being a child and searching for lost artifacts with Uncle Deckard.
I need arcane power.
Why did the dialogue cut off? I wasn't too far away.
I am unstoppable.
I can have that when you're done.
Okay, retrieve the beacon of life. We have one, we need one more. Outside we go. And the next beacon should be here.
Leoric says that our people can survive the coming battle. I saw the truth in his eyes. Why did he order me to guard the beacon of honor? Those shambling things are slaughtering my people in the forest above, and there's nothing I can do to stop it.
Repent!
There we go. We have the beacons now. Maybe teleporting out would have been a bit faster. At the same time, you can actually do this too. Let's place the other one.
The temple is open. Enter and defeat the guardians within. Although they are my brothers, they will seek your death when you enter.
Glacial Spike. Explodes an impact dealing cold damage and freezing enemies. That one is not too bad, but we're gonna stay with the current ones.
Remove the thing that fell into our temple. Every moment it remains, my people grow more restless.
Okay.
Look at this architecture. This predates the Sin War.
I can teach you more about sin.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Rise, my brothers! Rise and
Do battle. Yeah, that's why I said this scoundrel is the best. I can teach you more about sin. Please don't.
Your strength rivals that of our greatest champions. What now do you think you are? You may enter our most sacred place.
Let's go inside.
The noble hero fought her way here just to die. Magda. And who is this you bring with you? Adria's daughter? She has power within her. No matter. Your mother will soon share your fate, little one. The shard is mine. Fill this temple with their blood!
What did she mean my mother will share my fate? Could my mother be alive after all these years?
She wants to torment you. Don't listen to her.
This fight was too easy. She's toying with us. We must get back to Uncle Deckard right away.
Stone has been changed. Our children are born weak and suffer short lives. The demon Nereza promised to restore their power, but instead turned them into misshapen creatures and sent them to war against us. We may die, but not before she is sent back to the burning hells.
I am returning to town.
Alright. Let's go.
The World Stone was an ancient artifact of immense power. It was used not only to create our world, but also to control mankind. The original humans were known as the Nephilim, and their power was such that it was feared they would tip the balance in the eternal conflict between the high heavens and the burning hells. So the World Stone was tuned to lessen our powers, turning mankind into what we are today. But now that it has been destroyed, it is conceivable that the powers of the Nephilim will reappear. Tyrael was forced to destroy the World Stone when Baal, the Lord of Destruction, corrupted it in his attempt to control all of mankind.
The World Stone's destruction must have unleashed incredible energies.
It obliterated Mount Ariat, the mountain that housed it, leaving only a smoking crater in its place. And nothing has been heard from Tyrael since.
Where did she come from? She was like, where was she?
Leah on your searches for ancient artifacts and tomes. Wasn't that dangerous?
Not as dangerous as you might think. There was a calm about the world then. Most people paid no mind to an old man and young girl, weaponless and penniless, crossing their lands.
Uncle Deckard and I traveled all over the world in my youth, looking for lost lore and artifacts. It was so exciting, crawling around ancient temples, digging through forgotten crypts. I feel fortunate that Uncle Deckard raised me the way he did, the things I learned from him. But now I don't know. I see what his obsession with his quest has cost him, has cost us. The Drowned Temple was once known as the Sarsium Emporis. It was the most sacred of their temples, a site where legend claims angels would come to impart their wisdom to the Nephilim.
Let's talk to Hedrick.
I lived in Chaldeum not too long ago. You said you were there with your father?
Yes, he was a diplomat. We had a manor with servants and terraces, all of that. Everything changed when the troubles started. Somehow, rumors spread that my grandfather was responsible for the king's madness. My father's work fell apart. No one would speak to him. He kept believing it would blow over, though.
Did it?
No. I'd rather not talk about it now, if you don't mind. I've work to see to.
And before we talk to the stranger, let's see if there's any books. Maybe Leah wrote a book. That's why she was
do miss that bard.
from.
The way he sang Bartok and Horizon could make a bad man weep and turn his life around. You're always on about.
There are like a couple of other NPCs that might talk. Yeah, Miriam and then the
Do not question the path you are on.
Cover the
It will
Shen.
lead you through things that will try your very soul. But you'll always have me to talk to.
And your guidance has always been so helpful.
You pretend you are a rock, but I know the softness you don't want anyone to see. Why else would you continue to come and talk to Miriam?
Over to Shane. Oh, he doesn't tell us. No, nothing new. Alright, let's talk to the
I was
stranger then.
Don't hurt yourself. I was thinking that we should try to recruit more soldiers. What happens if we get attacked again?
We just spent a week fighting off hundreds of walking corpses outside our impenetrable gates. We're the hardest bastards within 100 miles. Who's going to attack us?
Oh, there she goes again. Were I not a happily married man, I'd let her take me on an adventure.
I'm sure she's aching to haul an old Cooper with a bald spot around. Be my guest.
I have some new items that I'm certain you would like.
Oh my god. Yeah, there were pretty funny dialogue here too. Okay, Stranger.
We're only a step ahead of Magda, but now we have the second sword piece.
I remember a glow streaking towards a fishing village.
That must be Wortham.
Ah, brilliant, dear Leah. Have the ferryman take you there.
Do you know anything about this coven?
I cannot say, but there is something about them, a darkness, that is known to me.
A darkness? That's a little vague, isn't it?
The coven may be part of a greater evil. Perhaps I intended to fight it.
If you're going to fight, you'll need your sword.
The living dead? The Skeleton King? The Khazra? I would not have thought it possible. You have given us all hope. My men, the people of this town, we all owe you a debt of gratitude.
I still have quite a bit to accomplish, I'm afraid.
Nothing that you can't handle, I'm certain.
Ilya has nothing new.
You shouldn't waste time chasing women.
Waste? Time is scarcely better spent.
But you do not keep any of them.
I've only found one worth keeping, but she slipped away from me.
Still, you shouldn't bother every woman who crosses your path.
Well, no. Sometimes they should bother me.
Dude. He's the coolest out of all the followers. Dude.
When we retrieved the stranger's second sword piece, Magda found us. She's always on our heels. Who is she? She claims to know my mother, but how could that be? Regardless, we must beat her to Wortham in the final piece of the sword.
Vile things transpire even as we speak. I see a town in flames, and an old friend paying the ultimate price to reveal the truth.
This is not news to me.
Oh, do you have the sight as well?
No, never mind.
Give it to Sheehan. Give it to Sheehan.
I can see the fires even from here. Wortham burns. It is only the truly evil who force the innocents to suffer for a battle they have no part in.
Wortham burns.
I need to take the ferry to Wortham.
I will take you, but beware. Smoke rises from the village.
They're destroying the town. Get out while you can. Death to those.
Need more
Go on.
arcane power.
Die, cultists, come.
Cultists come willingly to their death. Magda is near.
Please, my family's hiding in the chapel with the rest of the townsfolk. We must get to them.
Don't run off! You'll get yourself killed!
He's made his choice. Now we make ours.
Fools! You cannot keep the sword from me!
This is bad.
My servants will burn this town to ashes!
There's something coming.
New transmog.
I'll blast the gold out of you.
Dang it. Wow. Splintered ore.
You saved us. We owe you our lives.
The damage is insane. The damage was insane, man. What the hell?
I seek a sword hilt that fell from the sky. It glows with a powerful magic. Do you know of it?
We found it days ago. I wish we'd never brought it here. Come, I left Virgil to guard it. We will be glad to be rid of it.
I'm going back to Tristram to check on Uncle Deckard.
Virgil. To guard it. Really now.
Something isn't right here.
Damn, it's not here.
While you were on your hero's errand here, I captured all 3 sword pieces and your friends.
I should have known. I must get back to Kane's house.
Go, let's go, let's go. Deckard Kane, where are you?
It's your choice, King. Either use your Herodric arts to repair the sword, or your dear Leah dies a horrible death.
All this pain, this destruction. What is the sword to you?
To me, nothing. To my master, Belial, everything. Your rage is overwhelming, girl. You win this round, but if the sword cannot be mine, I'll claim the one it's bound to. In the end, the blade shall be mine.
Uncle, you can't die.
Nothing can stop that now. But there is one last thing I must do. The sword must be made whole. Just as I suspected, the sword is of the high heavens. The stranger is an angel. Heed the journal. The truth lies within.
Uncle Deckard!
Oh no, that was the saddest thing about Diablo 3. They just killed off the best character. But this is where we are gonna end the episode, and we're gonna continue next time. So thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, consider subscribing to the channel, leaving a like, leaving a comment, ringing that notification bell, and I'll be seeing you around in the next one. Have a nice day or evening, and I'll see you around. Bye bye!